Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
It is more about, hey, we want to get that engaged and set up for these big team fights. But a lot of AoE, I think at this stage, Locke kind of needs to find somewhere he can be, though. Because I don't think he can stick around.
I can be mid.
Tower, but mid, yeah.
He's gonna try and slice his way through Nuke for the moment. Nuke does still have the flash and is able to wave, not in the best of shapes for him. Closer now down towards the bottom lane. Irrelevant is 3 minions away from hitting level 2 here. Locked up underneath the tower. The fear comes up as well. Jun tanks it well and GIANTX get first blood.
Nicely done by GIANTX to make this combo work. And that's why I think, especially for Ice, you need to be careful. But also, the grand scheme of things, BDS, a lot of melee champions could end up in some trouble. But Void Grub's now started. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a fight here. Greg is starting to move down. I don't know. Yeah, BDS really want to try and contest for this. Jackie's now has push in mid. Nuke does have the public execution available, but 113 not having the ultimate available really makes this tough.
I mean, BDS are lining up for this. TP coming in as well from Irrelevant. Still only level 5. He needs about 1 minion to get that equalizer. 113 stepping forward. The Grubs not really taking too much damage as of yet. One of them down to about 1,000. 113 won't want to use the smite on the first. I think he did have to in the end. Now they're back away. Irrelevant's been chased out by Jackies and Lot down towards the bottom side. And like,
what?
BDS was so focused on the Grubs, as was I, that a lot of Jackies just jumped immediately onto Irrelevant. Used the shockwave and just killed the Rumble. Fight towards it. 113 forced away from the Scuttlecrab. Paranoia going out. 113. Yeah, I think he did have to flash. I was trying to work it out, but with the fear on him, that unspeakable horror, the chase from Jackies, it would have been enough even without the shockwave.
Yeah, especially as you start to get underneath the tower, it can get a little dicey because you will have that command attack and distance coming back off of cooldown relatively easy, or quickly, but 113 going to heal up, so should be fine for a potential dragon fight. And surprisingly, nothing was blown on BDS's side in that last fight, so they should still have a lot of this up and available if they want to try and contest for dragon, as Ice starts to push in on bottom side.
The goal difference is at the bottom, looking like my solo queue history. It's a sea of red at the moment for GIANTX. 250 gold in the top lane, 450 in mid, and about 250 as well for Noah. Getting towards those first items, you can see Zerka Greaves first on Noah. Always the first item on Kalista. You need that extra attack speed, you need that extra movement speed to get your martial cadence off as much as possible. I think it might be martial poise, actually. Yeah, martial cadence is Jarvan's passive. Yeah. It's just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, she jumps around.
I was just gonna say, it's like, it's so difficult to remember so many of these. I always get Sejuani ult and Lissandra ult confused as well.
Oh yeah, Tomb versus Prison.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then there's Glacial Fissure as well when Braum's in the game.
Yeah, I don't mind that one too much because it actually looks like a hole in the ground. So I'm like, oh yeah, visually it looks like
Fissure,
it.
yeah, I can see you. I can see you. 113 here, starting up the Drake for the moment. Jun does have that explosive cast. Closer, Paranoia, still a quarter of the cooldown left on it, and with him backing away, I think GIANTX have given up the ghost on this Drake. First Drake secured for BDS, as they managed to get a small advantage in the terms of neutral. At the moment, BDS are pushing forward. The vision control mostly in GIANTX's favor, although there's one ward just where Jackie's is right now. 113 is going to start up the Grubs. Nuke was pathing down towards the bottom side now, going towards mid. Lots on his way up as well from bot. 113, the only one on the Grubs right now. Paranoia coming out. 113, there's the shockwave, twisted advance, able to dodge away from it, but already Noah's got the kill. Now Lot on the back line. Paris trying to force him away. Chain of Corruption going wide. Irrelevant knocked back into the team. The solo player into the public execution down towards the bottom side of the fight. Noah's already got a kill. Up towards the top. Irrelevant is exactly that. Has died again. BDS did manage to secure a Grub, but lose 2 lives for it.
Yeah, the fact that GIANTX have this recall on towards Noah made the fight look way better for them than it initially looked for GIANTX, because BDS look for the engagement, 113 Irrelevant.
GIANTX trying to get control of the bottom side of the map. Nuke is the one answering for the moment. It looks like Noah's kind of been left alone to deal with it in a 2v1. Paranoia going in again. Nuke flashes away, but Closer flashes for the chase. And it's just the damage that comes out. Paranoia, yeah, you follow, Google it. Again, one of those items that pops up from time to time, but remembering the exactitude of it can be ever so slightly tricky. 3,000 gold the lead for GIANTX as they set up around this Drake. Closer, no Paranoia for now. Oh! That Zenith Blade just tickled Noah. Wasn't quite able to connect. 113 again will start up the neutral. I will say 113, the last couple of times you started up a neutral camp, you died pretty shortly afterwards. For now, though, it looks like GIANTX are going to back away a little bit. Paranoia about to come off cooldown. Closer can look for the engage. TP behind, though. and Closer won't go in. BDS invests the TP, they get Irrelevant out as well as Paris shepherds him around the corner, and GIANTX couldn't quite find the engage.
Yeah, but GIANTX don't look like they're done just yet. Still trying to push forward into this position. Looks like BDS, they're just going to be able to back away.
Yeah. Would be pretty deep in. GIANTX setting up around top. With the Rift held up, you can see the next objective in their eyes. 1-1-3. Okay. He orders the Rift held. Last 2 times he's done this, on this side of the map, he's died. Pretty much immediately afterwards. Closer is looking. Importantly, though, Closer doesn't have the ball on him. Jackies will be able to take the top turret. Meanwhile, in the bot side, Lot and Nuke are just trading health bars. Nuke does have the TP. Lot has his as well. Now things over to level 11. Noah's there as well. 1-1-3 steps in. Pulls the Rift Held out a little bit.
I do think Noah is very separated here, though. BDS could potentially turn onto him. And yes, Closer, Jackies do have that combo, but I think at this stage, you got to be so careful. 4 members of BDS here. Nuke on the way, but he'd need to TP now to be relevant.
Lots TPing in first. Paranoia. Everybody's out to get you, BDS. There's the engage. The Shockwave goes in as well, immediately onto 1-1-3, and Closer gets the Rift Held. The explosive cast on the backline. Lot was locked up with Chain of Corruption. Equalizer. Solar Flare flashed from Noah. And BDS, although they have blinking health bars on the side, if she tries to solar flare the backline, explosive cast, no one can actually really get in, and even if Jun's then overextended, he's got the Fate's Call to pull him out. Yeah,
I do think the way you play this as BDS is that counter engage. So as Closer, I think that's where 1-1-3 is getting caught out, and then Nuke is getting caught out.
And Nuke caught out on the top side. It's going to try and dash his way away with that Drake Hound step. Here comes the Paranoia as well. Public Execution will still be feared as Closer flashes forward for the chase. Paris chased out by Jun.
It still would have been able to force like tier 2 towers. You're still able to get the tempo lead that you really want to, but oh, Paris, buddy.
Shockwave will pull him back into the body slam. Paris has to flash the wall. Closer won't chase any further. His Paranoia is still...
Really, it feels like figured out how they want to operate with this composition. And GIANTX, it's very simple. It's ease of execution winning out in this game.
Credit to GIANTX as well. They have played around Vision really well. They've got wards behind BDS here, spotting that as they go across towards the Atakan. In terms of ultimate, Closer has the Paranoia. Noah looking, well, he's on a massive flank here. Nature's Grass coming out from 1-1-3. They'll look for the engage towards the top side. Closer, though, with the Shroud of Darkness, stops it. Equalizer goes down as well. Irrelevant looking for the damage towards the top side, but Noah's opened up onto Nuke down towards the bottom. Voracious Atakan picked up by BDS. 1-1-3 going in with the Twisted Advance. Paris misses the Solar Flare. 2 Pulse Lights have already gone. Make that 3 as Noah begins to open up. And BDS, you got the objective, but at what cost? 1,000 gold over to GIANTX. All the false lives already gone.
Their team fighting with Noah and Jun still looks great. So, and you've got hands for days in this team. Maybe
execution. So Nuke does still have his false life, it seems. The only one in BDS who has it. Jackie's was able to teleport out, yeah, with no there's many qualms to be had with Voracious Atakan, let's be honest. They revive a very powerful mechanic, and that's why we see teams so often, we'll say play around it, what we mean is throw around it, Rob.
Yes.
As the Drake now begun for GIANTX, will be their second of the game. BDS were able to delay things by taking the first 2, but GIANTX 7-1 ahead in prime position to close this one out. BDS, though, might try and up the tempo by looking towards the Baron themselves. The ward over the wall will be spotted by Lot. And so now, the question is, do BDS stick or do you twist off and look for a fight? They're still on it right now. Nature's Grass coming out. They don't have too much damage. Paranoia now being used. The control ward in the back of the pit gives a vision. 1-1-3 the target. 1-1-3 in there. Closer gets it with the smite. 1-1-3's smite was just too early. Irrelevant dies trying to keep GIANTX at bay. 40 seconds on this Baron means, yeah, it might not even break the base, as you said, Rob. They're looking for a tier 2 on the top side right now. And they might go for it. Flash, Twisted Advance into the Solar Flare. Chain of Corruption. Nuke goes in as well with a public execution. They burnt everything on Jackie's, and they have managed to take him down. Irrelevant here as well. The Equalizer does clip Noah, but doesn't do too much more. Jun going back in with a flash body slam, pulled out with the Fate's Call. Lot trying to defend against Irrelevant towards the side. Jun looking for a little bit more. In the end, BDS were able...
I'd like to see some sort of health for Nuke, or 1-1-3, but here's the engage.
Paranoia coming out.
Flash.
Shockwave was used as well, but great flash, as you say. Closer now just too deep, and you can see if Closer goes too far, you put down the Nature's Grass. In terms of ultimates, some honey fruit for Paris to heal him up.
I think BDS just got a little eager once they got the pick, with Irrelevant TPing in. Then Paris felt the need to try and force something because we invested the TP. Maybe we can get some of the standing gold, but it's just going to be the Dragon. They will be able to walk away, but the lanes are still being...
Lots now going to show on the bot wave. BDS spot him as he clears out a little bit of vision. They know they have a small opportunity here. The Baron can be begun by GIANTX. Remember the spears as well from Kalista, something we haven't talked about too much this game. TP comes out from Lot. A few spears in the Baron now.
Yeah, but Noah, they waited for his flash to be back up, so everyone on GIANTX very safe. 113 now trying to force his way through.
Jackies has to flash away from the public execution on the backline. Closer, caught out. 113 goes over the wall. Jun will follow. Down towards the bottom side. Jackies actually jumped on by Nuke, but they just nuke him immediately. Nuke was so far away from the rest of his team, he was in a different postcode. Lot's gonna flash away from Irrelevant. Paris and Ice now trying to open up, still have that chain of corruption. No Nature's Grasp, Fate's Call comes out, Noah able just to dash around for days, and Paris is rended asunder. Noah still dances in the middle of the fight, and Irrelevant can't burn him down. 113, the last to die, he'll get to the blast cone. Won't fall yet, but Closer and Noah will chase him out as GIANTX make a beeline down mid.
GIANTX are just constantly on the same page, and BDS are left scrambling. A little nervous as I saw Jun moving topside, but yeah, this game, it's unplayable for BDS.
They were just so separated in that fight. I'd love to see a replay. Like I'll rewatch it at some point, right? We don't actually have to see. Split 113 obviously went over the back of the wall because Closer went over the back of the wall, and that I can kind of understand. But BDS not on the same page, and GIANTX definitely are. Now, the Baron up for GIANTX. They are all chunked out a little bit. Lot is going to keep 113 at bay, and the Baron already down to 3,000 HP. 113 no flash, no way in. GIANTX will secure the big GIANTX doing a good job of just collapsing on the man who is by himself. BDS now trying to defend against this Baron for 2 minutes time. The engage goes in. Paranoia out onto Closer. Equalizer towards the top side though with the Nature's Grasp already. We're going to see Jun falling for the first time this game. Nuke was able to escape. Closest Paranoia about half the way before it comes back off cooldown. Irrelevant a little bit far forward. Flash, Zenith Blade with the Solar Flare. Public execution onto Jackies. And down goes the Orianna. Now BDS, a two-man advantage. The Ocean Drake in their eyes and the soul.
I cannot believe that BDS are managing to find these moments to come back, and it's so consistently around these flashes. The map state in their favor, and especially when you've got a Nocturne, a lot of what you want to be doing is putting Jackies in the side lane, which you're like not really used to do on it. Oh my god, what's
in? He's a mile away, but the Solar Flare is going to land. Jackie's stunned up. Nuke trying to get in with the public execution as well, but he's not in range. The Equalizer not really hitting anyone, but Closer's on the back line. He's already dead. 113 is Survivor, an absolute angel. Nuke is here in time. Jackies is executed, and now it's all on Noah and Jun to really open up. Lot's going to go into the GA. Jun pulled back with a face call. Paris locking himself onto Noah, but Noah's dancing and dipping and weaving his way around the fight. Noah down. Ice takes him. And the engage from 113 looked like absolute int, but was actually Paranoia. Now we can do it. Jackies now does have his flash up. 113 doesn't have his, nor does Ice. Irrelevant doesn't have one either. 113 looking for that flank with the Nature's Grasp once again. Solar Flame on Jackies! Oh, the public execution going in as well, but already they've dived in. GA's going to be popped. Jackies trying to chase off Nuke towards the top side of the fight. Noah dancing around. Paris misses his end play. In the middle, it's just a massive meat grinder, and it looks like Irrelevant is putting them on fire, but Noah continues to dance around. 113 goes back in, has the sap magic. In the end, it's GIANTX that come out on top of the fight. 113 running for his life. Somehow, Lot, Closer, and Jackies survive it. 113. Will he get out alive? Closer still on the chase here. Shroud of Darkness doesn't stop the slow from the Bramble Smash. Jackies has TP though, 30 seconds before anyone on BDS is back up. 113. The Ocean Soul actually helping out a ton here. Yeah. Closer trying to trade back in. 113 still surviving. They're just trying to distract him for as long as they can. Closer will have that Dustbringer back out. 113 can't catch the wave. The wave now beginning to crash towards the Nexus Towers.
10 seconds on towards Paris though. Now 113 is able to get in position. Ultimate to just try and clear the wave. Towers. They just need the wave.
Nature's Grasp comes out, but the wave does not die with it. And GIANTX, they fight back somehow. The Solar Flare will not be enough. GIANTX rise victorious.
What was this game?